Kerry just brought me a pontoon boat. Got my buddy Kerry brought over a little boat. Little Triton. What's going on? Well, spring has sprung, and when it rains, I guess it pours. Got a black Max here, 135. It's on the Starcraft boat, filling the tub. And then my buddy Kerry brought me this Triton pontoon. I guess he's wanting to get this motor, see if it's okay, see what's going on with that. Right away I noticed a lot of oil, so it could be like a line leaking or something like that. This is a Optimax 2006. Probably not a great year, but it's leaking oil, so maybe the oiler, I don't know. I'm gonna get up in the boat. Should be an oil tank, probably up there where the gas tank is. Check that, check all our lines, compression test it. Yeah, it's a job. Not too bad though. So I got two of them here I gotta figure out, along with the bass tracker kind of rebuild. So I thought I'd see if fire this thing up, see if it even runs. Because I think he said he just bought it. He wants to see if there's anything wrong with it or anything that needs to be done to it. And then I got Chucky over here putting in his new hydraulic line, and I gotta help him.
Oh boy!
How was that? Oh boy! Oh boy! Like Lance Walldown. Oh boy!
It's like digging for a dingleberry.
Yeah, well,
it's not a fun job.
You gotta, if you eat right, you know, they just come right on out of there. Anyway, that's what we're doing, and this is all because we want to go fishing. That's it. That's it. All right, so Kerry brought me this little 75 Optimax. I've got it, you know, the head sitting over here. It's got a place where you can add oil. All right, so it's got an oil reservoir. It's an Optimax 75. There you go. And so if we look down here, you know, it's got quite a bit of oil. And it is two-stroke oil. So I took that off and discovered that, see, you can have an external oil tank for these guys, and you know, they don't have the external gas tank or oil tank, I'm sorry. And then but they do have the line. And so on the line, they've got, I don't understand, they got this fitting right here. I guess hooks up to the other end of the oil tank. I'm not sure I understand if this was supposed to be a cap. It just capped it off. That's the fitting. And you push in and release. Lots of oil down here. So that's the reason that he's got oil everywhere. It hadn't ran in a while. And the fuel line looks pretty like it doesn't look good. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna, you know, he's my buddy, man. I'm just gonna replace some line. I'm not even gonna ask him, because I don't even know what that tank, what that fuel looks like. So maybe I'm gonna pop this off, you know, because this is a fuel pump. I'm gonna pop this off and you know, see what that gas looks like before I do anything. You know, these are real dependent on that air compressor, and you got, you know, you got your air injector. So here's our rail. I like a V6, it's like a inline, what is this, inline 3 or 4? I don't know. Yeah, I think it's inline 3, so, because it's only 75 horse, so, you know, you got same deal like on mine, but you got, you know, you got an air injector and you got a fuel injector, or vice versa, air injector, fuel injector, whatever. So I may have to like visit taking that one apart and see if I can clean this, but I don't know. We're gonna see if we can get it started. And we're gonna drain this guy and go from there. The battery, he was like, he needs to go get another battery, but I threw the battery charger on and it had charge, so that's good. That's good news. All right, kind of bouncing around a lot today. Last few days been crazy. I'm ready to have to go do something else. All right, this battery over here, it's deader than a doornail. So I'm gonna take it off, and then I'm gonna kind of do what I did with my, my other, my Optimax, but this is a 3-cylinder, so I'll get rid of, I think I got another one of these filters. That one's kind of loose. And then I'm gonna drain this guy, just like I did on my other one, and see what that fuel looks like. I think we would take off this fuel line and run him some new fuel line. And it needs a new bulb. This bulb it's pretty bad. Like, it's, I mean, you could use it, but it's, I don't know. You gotta see what, I mean, it's pumping up. I don't know, man. Sometimes you hate to fix it. Like, if it's not broke, don't fix it. I don't think you want to just watch me take off a battery, but it's what I gotta do.
Well, sweet. Well, I just wanted to tell you because I didn't know if it would affect you at all.
Yeah, it must have been on, man. That's kind of crazy. I'm surprised. It makes me want to check this battery again. I can't believe it. Maybe it's been on for days.
Maybe. Well,
when he bought it, he went flipping switches and maybe turned them on. Or it got a short. And then when he drove,
or maybe or something, a wire bounced back in and hit or something.
Man, I don't know.
That would be weird.
I can't believe this battery is good though. I mean, if it's been sitting for 2 years, I don't know that. I can't tell though because it doesn't have a date on here. I don't think. Just says reserve. I mean, it's a good battery, marine battery.
Yeah.
Oh God, this is old as dirt. 6 of 13. Yeah, that's old. If I can get it out. You didn't have to do that, man. Thank you.
Yeah. There it is.
Yeah, that's old, man. Days.
Oh, that's cool.
And they just salary them. So overdrives, they're still like, for DOT, they can only drive so many hours. And you know, and then they gotta get out.
Then you gotta get out.
Well, if you don't, the bus will shut down. They have these things now. They just shut it down.
Yeah, I've heard that with truckers.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You're only allowed to do like 13 or 14 or something like that.
There was a time, man. The longest I ever went was from Boston all the way. It was somewhere up in Washington State, all the way up there. Some casino. We did it. Like, I was so bad at the management because we rode that bus all the way over there. You know, of course, then they didn't want to pay you. They didn't want to pay you a day rate, or, you know, just barely got a per diem a day. Always mad because that was a lot. But that guy that drove us, right? He drove us all the way. He never stopped. And we kept, like, we're sitting there, man, that guy's got to be on meth.
Well, you told me.
You know, we're going, man, that guy's got to be on meth, man. There's no way. Everybody's like, man, I'm not going to go to sleep, man. I'm like, I don't blame you. I don't know if I want to either, you know.
That's scared.
You know, the guy's just like, you know.
I know exactly.
That's funny, man. I got so many stories, dude.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was never on the road with anybody, but I got a lot of stories myself.
Oh yeah, there was a guy when I was with Leon Russell, and like he drove the bus, right? But he had a prosthetic arm, you know. And when I first started, he was there, right? For like I'm only a couple days, and then like, you know, they got rid of him. And they were all like going about this guy, you know. Man, finally, you know, I mean, I heard some crazy stories, and then one day John, our guitar player, he would like relief drive. He had a CDL to do that. And so he's like, oh yeah, that guy, he goes, one time, man, you know, because he had a prosthetic arm or whatever, or no, it was a leg, prosthetic leg. He said that Leon was sitting up there, didn't even know, you know, and he's like, he's feeling around, he took off his leg, and he sat beside him, and Leon with his beard, you know, he looked over and was like, what? He's like, he got one leg, you know, he didn't know, nobody knew, and he's like, Leon classic, he's like kind of pulled on his beard, and he got up and went to the back, you know, he's like, I don't want to know what happens.
Part of this at all.
But John said that, man, you know, it was like, they were playing or whatever, and then he came back to get ready to leave, right? And then the guy had taken off his leg and put it in his bunk, and he's like, man, guy, he's like, you never washed that thing, man. He goes,
God,
I had
smell
stuff. He says, I had stuff funk in my bunk. I was like, oh!
That's just great.
He's like, this is the worst cheese smell you ever smelled. I told the story yesterday to Kerry. I was like, yeah, Leon, man, he had that old bus. He had white fur on the walls everywhere.
Oh,
right.
Fun, nasty.
He's just
fun, but nasty later.
Well, it looked great, right? He had like these African masks, all this stuff on the bus. And so then we had a kitchen, you know, a little stove and everything. And then he reached up and he pulled open these cabinets. Well, it was white fur, but then when he got up there was the fur, but it was like black. And I was like, whoa! I was like, what is that? And Leon looked at me and he goes, well, that'd be your diesel fumes. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I was young. And he's like, oh yeah. He goes, that's what you're breathing.
That's what you're breathing.
And I was like, oh my God, you know?
Yeah.
He had like that roof airs. Like, I mean, they still have them like on yours, you know? It's a roof air, but they, you know, then they did, I don't know if they had filters or if they, like, because the new ones, they got, even if you still have a roof air, yeah, there's filters. Like, he just popped this thing and they come out.
We just bought the new ones for ours, as a matter of fact.
Right. Okay, I put another battery in just to test it, but I got, these got a little flathead. Not like mine where it's a hex screw. So, anyway, we're gonna crack these. I'm gonna get a water bottle. Alright, so I found out this thing has been sitting around for 2 years, so there's no telling what we're gonna find. You know, it looks like they took care of it pretty good. But we don't know. But we'll find out. So we're gonna have to get some good gas and flush it. Come on off of there. Probably got my head in the way. So I gotta get way up on the ladder. It's not gonna be real easy, but at least we could try to get some dirt out here. Well, I hear it. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Well, I don't know. It doesn't look terrible, but definitely very yellow. Alright, well I didn't have a filter. Maybe we can go ahead and look and see what these spark plugs look like. I'm gonna have to go get the other wrench for this. Yeah, I ran 3 cylinder, so pretty hard to mess this one up. I can get some water in a bucket or whatever, and then I can, even though I'm changing the water pump, I can go ahead and see what the compression is on it. Because if it's got dead cylinder, there's no reason to spend a bunch of money on it. There's that one. Easier than that. Than mine. I guess the chaps do come off of this, but it goes all the way down the midsection. So I might have misspoke on that earlier. And then on our compression test kit, we're gonna have to, I think we're gonna have to change out. There's that one. So you don't look bad either. So that's those 3. And I'm piggybacking off of the water over there to try to conserve water. So, and I got this little compression gauge I can throw in there, and you're gonna get a remote start deal, and you can do this wet or dry, don't matter. We just want to know that we're within range. So let me wait till that fills up, because I'd like to see it run. I'm gonna get my gas tank. I'm gonna hook up my gas tank to it, see what that'll do. Alright, this has a 2-stage solenoid, so I've got my little remote start switch set up, and we don't have the key on or anything like that, and we don't need to see spark for the moment. We just want to see what kind of compression numbers we get. So yeah. Oh, so yeah, two-stage solenoid. So if you guys look, you got a solenoid down here, right? There's a couple more for the trim too, and then you got one up there on the starter. So we're just bypassing that one and going straight to the starter. That's all we're doing there. And so anyway, we're gonna throw our gauge up here and see what we get. Showing like nothing. Well, that's about right. Just make sure our equipment is good. Put our finger over the hole, see if I can feel it in. Yeah, I feel it. What's going on? check our middle one. There you go. 120. Let's go back to the top. Maybe I just didn't have the gauge on very good. Something. You guys can see it, 120. So we're good there. Showing dead, like very low, almost nothing, but it feels like. Yeah, afraid we got a dead shoulder. Come on. That one, that on the bottom is hard to get to. I spray a little WD-40 in that one. Maybe it'll come back around. That's an idea, huh? Get some WD-40. Okay, I'm gonna put some B12 in there with my WD-40. I don't know if that'll work. I really like the Ring Clean. Is a good product. I just don't know. I mean, it's been sitting for a while. Why was it sitting? You know. Yeah. Sometimes you can fire them up, maybe they'll heat up, but if it doesn't have enough compression, you know, you can't get any spark in there. See, in that top cylinder, all the heat rises. So if you don't have a good water pump, you're screwed. Bad as it was, but I mean, that's in there, right? Alright, I got another little Mercury gauge. I'm gonna see if I can get it in here. I don't know if that's gonna work or not. Yeah, it's the same result. It's 30. So, it's not our gauge. Not our gauge. Let's see if we get this out of here now. Whoa. Alright, one thing I did, I bought one of these little Vivor inspection cameras. So far, I really like it. It's pretty cool. I mean, it's got this really long, you know, I don't need it this long, but then I got thinking, I was like, well, maybe we'll look up in here and see if if we could see anything. And you're probably not going to be able to see this because the way the light is. Maybe I kind of get it up here, but it's got like 3 different modes on the light. It's like really bright. And it's got, yeah, anyway. I think there is a way to do video. I'm gonna try that. I don't know. It's up and down. I'm trying to figure it out. I don't know. So I think that's upside down. There we go. That's right side up. So. I get my ladder. Maybe I can, I mean, I know it does, like it records, you know? Let's see if I can do that too. Alright, well there's a lot of vertical scarring. And see if I can't get you guys some video of that. I figured out how to video it with that. It's pretty cool. So, I don't know, you know, it's probably a rebuild, unfortunately. Hate it for him. I love him, but I don't think it's gonna run. Why it's like that, I can't tell you. You can only speculate. Well, that's unfortunate. So, win some, lose some, I guess.